I'm ready. It's a different look, a different vibe. Welcome back to the Black Girl Experience. I am your host, Jasmine Danielle. Guys, I'm not even supposed to be here today. I plan to record next Friday, but I'm here early, and I'm here for a reason. Here to tell a story and talk some shit as always. So here we are. Um It's so funny because I spoke it into existence and I knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't know when it was gonna happen and I didn't know how it was gonna happen. But yesterday I had posted a clip from my last video. I posted it on TikTok and I put 2 weeks ago at the top when I was talking my shit like I can't wait till I walk in here and could be like, fuck y'all and just walk out the job. Baby, yesterday was the day. Yesterday was the motherfucking day. And I was cracking up so hard after it happened because I was like, the universe and God, like that, I just should be happening how it's supposed to happen. I'm like, only I would quit my job on my daddy's birthday. Like, that's a very symbolic time for me. And it's going to be a memorable moment because it was my dad's birthday. Because I went out with a bang, boom, bitch. But also just because I knew I was going to talk to my dad on his birthday. You know what I'm saying? And when I called him, I'm like, well, no, he was calling me, which was weird. I don't know why he was calling me either. And I'm like, look, I'm not trying to make this about me. It's your day. You know, happy birthday, happy his birthday. And I ended up telling him the story. But anyway, let's rewind. Let's run that shit back, Turbo. So, where should I start with this? I mean, y'all already know the basics with the job. Like, don't give a fuck about the employees, treat us like shit, no breaks, no lunch, no nothing. All like y'all know. But let's take it back to we'll just go back to Thursday. So on Thursday I was at work doing my job, slaving, all of that. And I called my manager. The day was almost over. But I called my manager and I'm like, yo, I need to go to the emergency room right now. So I need you to come up here and cover the desk or find somebody to cover the desk. I'm about to go to a meeting with the general manager. What the fuck that got to do with me? I just told you I need to go to the emergency room right now. Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to try to figure something out again. The lack of compassion, the lack of just general concern for your employee. Y'all want me to slave in this bitch. You want me to be behind this desk at all times and show up and do my job and perform great and you know what I'm saying, and have a smile on my face. But I'm telling you that I need to go to the emergency room right now. You didn't even say, are you okay? What's going on? I'm going to a meeting with the general manager. I don't give a fuck. So that's what I'm saying. So motherfuckers can't make me feel bad for how I move. Period. So he found somebody to cover the front. I go to the emergency room. I'm okay, everybody. Everything was fine. But still, the point is that I needed to go to the hospital. And that just was not even an issue for anybody. Only for me. Only for the motherfucker that's dying. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, do I got to be laying on the ground with a gunshot wound to the head for somebody to be like, okay? And even still, they going to be like, hey, can you take the bullet out and just check them in real quick? They don't care. So, I had to come back with a doctor's note because, you know, motherfuckers don't believe you, I guess. But also, another thing is, so previously when I had a meeting with both managers, I cut into them and I told them in the meeting, in the meeting. I'm like, y'all don't care about y'all employees. And I brought up what one of the managers said to me when I was sick the one day and was telling them, hey, I'm not going to be able to come in on Christmas. He told me to hurry up and recover because we need somebody to work the front desk. I said that? Yes, you said that, motherfucker. Like, I remember you saying that because I had to come in. So, again, and then, the other person was talking about, well, I got my kids and blah, blah, blah. And my thing is, they act like they want you to schedule your emergencies. You don't know when the fuck is going to be an emergency. You don't know. That's what an emergency is. You don't know when you're going to be sick. You don't know when you're going to have to call. You know what I'm saying? So, just whatever. So anyway, I just be having to look at my phone and pull my little notes up, whatever I wrote for today. But so Friday comes along and I go back to work. Y'all know me. I start my mornings off with my morning meditation. Oh, so this is really what it was. That night, I had listened to a self-love meditation. And it was probably like the first 5 minutes he was talking on it. And then the whole meditation was just, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I'm like, this is all that he's saying is I love myself. And so I didn't even listen to it for the whole night. I ended up cutting it off and I went to sleep. And when I woke up the next morning, I felt like a brand new Jasmine. And for whatever reason, I was like, I'm not putting shit above me. I come first in everything. And so I went to work with a positive attitude, feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Listen to my little morning meditation, affirmations, all that shit. I get to work. I get to work at 7 a.m. You know what I'm saying? It was a good day for me. I was feeling good. I'm like, hey, I'm here to do my job. I'm printing off the reports and shit. It's cool. It's cool. Now, there's a cheerleading competition that's going on this weekend. And those people are staying at the hotel. Again, I'm printing off my reports, getting my day started. So, these two white women, I gotta lay the story out for you. Two white women are, they're not even walking up to the front desk, but they're like, whatever, they halfway at the desk. They look like they're so confused. They are so fucking confused on what to do, where to go, whatever. But they're not even giving me no eye contact, but they're lost as fuck. So I'm like, hey, how can I help you? So one of them is just like, I'm looking for my daughter. Okay. Is she staying at the hotel with somebody? Is she with a family? Is she with a group? Is she, you know what I'm saying? So confused. They don't know what the fuck is going on. She's giving me a couple last names. I typed them in. It's not coming up. Again, this is really like 3 hotels in one. So is she staying at this hotel? Are they at that hotel? I don't know. Okay. I'm just here to see her. And again, if you're here to see your daughter and she's in a high school cheerleading competition, the room is probably not going to be in her name, right? So again, but just trying to help these ladies. So I'm like, well, how about you just call whoever she's with or call her? I'm sure she has a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? She's in high school. So I'm like, just call and then figure out whatever. So they're having a conversation. She trying to talk to me. She trying to figure it out, whatever. The other lady, mind you, I look at her face. Her face is just already scrunched up, got an attitude, couldn't wait to start some shit. I just the look on her face. I'm like, okay. But whatever. I'm just playing it cool. She jumps in and says, oh, so you can't have 2 conversations at one time? First of all, bitch, I wasn't even talking to you. That's number 1. Number 2, no, you cannot have 2 conversations at one time. I don't know why you would want to or why you would try to. It escalated so fast. Like, I don't even remember the conversation and everything that was said. The next thing that I remember was like, and mind you, she hopped on tip with me. I was trying to help them. All I remember was, oh yeah, well, I first of all, a bitch gets some motherfucking braids, and I guess it's just, I don't know. I could get ghetto and black and ignorant. And I'm like, why are we bringing race into this? I got black kids. Bitch, what black kids? Like, what? Why is this relevant? Where is this going? So she's on tip, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So I'm saying this to myself now. I'm like, today is the motherfucking day. I'm saying this to myself. She like, yeah, today is the day. And I'm like, no, bitch, you don't understand. Today is the actual day that you will get your ass beaten. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people say you fuck with the wrong person on the wrong day, like, it was that day for me. It was that day. So mind y'all, with all of this shit that has been going on, and just leading up to this moment. So remember when I first got on here, I was like, I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know what day and how it was going to happen. That's why I was saying to myself, like, today is the motherfucking day. Like, this the last day, Jasmine. This the last day. So that's why I was saying that. So at some point, I was able to bring myself back. Like, Jasmine, you gotta pull it together. Like, you still at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really wasn't even cutting into her the way that I wanted to. I could have really, while she over here, I could get black and ignorant and all of, like, I could get ignorant too, but I wasn't about to take it there. So I'm like, let me pull it back. She's like, you're so disrespectful and rude. I'm like, I was never disrespectful or rude to you. You hopped on tip with me first for whatever reason. If there's not a problem, let's bring it back down. Okay, well, let's bring it back down then. I'm not even sure why it got lit like this because, bro, it's 7 a.m. I wasn't even on that. You know what I'm saying? And again, I was trying to help y'all. So I don't even remember what happened and how they walked off or what, but she walked off. Now, there was a lady that was sitting on the couch that saw the whole thing. It was people eating breakfast on the side, just bacon falling out their mouth, all type of shit. So I walked over to the lady that was on the couch, and I'm like, can you please just tell me, like, what you saw? Because I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. She was like, no, that lady was completely in the wrong. She's like, you didn't do anything wrong. Da-da-da-da. I saw the whole thing, whatever. And I'm like, okay, so it just made me feel a lot better. I had to reassure myself that I wasn't tripping. Like, I don't know, because it happened so fast, it felt like a movie. So then I'm just sitting there talking to her just about the job. I'm like, today is my last day. And I was telling her about the job. I told her about the previous day when I needed to go to the hospital, how they don't give a fuck about you, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm calling the hotel manager too. So I called him to tell him what happened. I'm like, hey, you need to get here right now. He's like, what's wrong? What's going on? Da, da, da. I'm like, I just got into a heated argument with a guest, and you need to come here right now because I'm about to go. Like, I'm about to leave, and I'm not trying to just walk off the job like that. So I need you to get here right now. Well, walk me through what happened. Motherfucker, run the cameras back. Y'all watch them bitches every day, all day, listening to people's conversations, seeing what we doing at the front desk, and now you want a whole play-by-play. First of all, my adrenaline is through the roof. My anxiety is through the roof. I'm furious. Like, I don't feel like sitting here telling you what just happened. So he's still asking me. So then, okay, I'm going to try to walk you through this. Jasmine talking complete sentences. Bro, I told you to fucking get here. What else is there to say? You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, if you can hear how upset you didn't even ask, like, what if somebody had a gun to my head? If I was, you know what I'm saying? First of all, it's definitely not safe in a hotel. I've had several instances where I felt unsafe in the morning. Like, it don't be no security there. It don't be no managers there in the morning. And shit be kind of popping off. So, again, you sitting on the phone with me because you don't want to roll out the bed and put on your motherfucking suit and come up here. Anyway, so I'm tired of trying to explain the story to him. So then he says to me, Jasmine, I'm going to need for you to have the same respect that I have for you right now. Or give me the same respect that I'm giving you. I said, I am giving you respect. And then I go into, I was telling him, I'm like, I'm not going to continue to compromise my mental health, my physical health, none of that for a fucking job. I'm not going to continue to be disrespected by guests, by management. Management? What do you mean? Why you keep saying management? Who's disrespected? Motherfucker, we done had this conversation several times. Management, y'all are disrespectful. I said, y'all don't even give me respect as a fucking human being. I told him that. What do you mean? yesterday. You know, like, why do I gotta keep bringing up all these instances? I'm like, bro, y'all don't respect no employee, but I'm talking about me. No, am I disrespecting you right now? Okay, now you want to try to gaslight me, motherfucker. No, you're not disrespecting me right now, but and actually you are. Actually you are. But you know what I'm saying? In this moment, no, but you have. Yes, y'all do. So whatever, we end up getting off the phone and I'm still talking to the girl that was sitting on the couch and stuff, and I'm just like, me being the good person that I am, I'm still trying to hold it out here, mad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to walk off the job and just leave the fucking desk. It's a cheerleading competition going on. It's 7 a.m. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be down here. I don't want to leave y'all hanging like that, even though it's always been fuck me. So I'm sitting there having a conversation with the girl. We talking about it or whatever. She's like, yeah, man, they don't care about you. She was like, honestly, I would just leave. I would walk off. I was like, you know what? You right. Because what am I being loyal to? What am I being committed to right now? Y'all don't give a fuck. Put on my purse, got the fuck on. So as I'm walking down the hall to the elevator, the other manager is coming in. So he must have got wind real quick. He's walking in. Jasmine, what's going on? Today is my last day. I'm quitting. You need to go cover the front desk. Well, what happened? Stop asking me what happened. Go run the fucking cameras. It's in HD, high quality. The sound is impeccable. Like, y'all can get it. What I just don't understand. Again, I got to run this through again. I'm not going to compromise my mental health, my physical health. I'm tired of being disrespected. Who's disrespected? That's when I really got mad. And it's so funny because it takes so much for me to it takes a lot for me to really get mad. And I really don't like when people play in my face. What are you talking about? Who's disrespecting you? Stop fucking playing with me, bro. I'm trying to walk. First of all, it's not good to just quit a job. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But I'm already trying to make this process as easy as possible. Like, hey, today's my last day. I'm sorry I'm leaving like this, whatever. But y'all keep fucking pushing the button with me. And I really want to cuss y'all out. I want to call y'all every name in the book. But you know what I'm saying? Just stop playing with me. I'm like, hey, you know what? Thank you for the opportunity. This job was good for what it was good for me moving here, whatever. Deuces. And walked the fuck off. And when I walked out, I blocked everybody in that bitch. Managers, everybody from housekeeping, the other co-workers. Y'all fake motherfuckers better not text my phone. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? I blocked everybody. And that was it. That was fucking it. And like I said, I wouldn't be me if I didn't quit my fucking job on my dad's birthday. So after that, like, I felt a whirlwind of emotions yesterday. I felt so many different things. For the most part, I felt free. I felt good. I felt like the monkey was off my back. I felt like a weight had been lifted because I finally removed myself from a toxic situation. I removed myself from a situation where I was not happy. I was not thriving. You know what I'm saying? I was going to work every day, like, not wanting to be there. So I was happy about that. And then you also have the immediate jump back into fight or flight mode and anxiety mode. Like, damn, I just quit my job. What am I going to do? Immediately, I'm like, we don't know where our next paycheck is coming from now. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. But I'm like, but you know you're going to think about all those things. You know you're going to go through all those emotions and all of that. And then just how you live, I don't really give a fuck about. I'm never going to try to go back and get a job. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But even still, you got that shit on your resume. You know they done blackballed the bitch. So it's like, but I mean, I'm just going to tell my story of what happened moving forward. So all of that. But when I got back, and it's so funny because my shift started at 7 o'clock. I was back at home in bed at 8 o'clock. I was like, God damn, that was quick. But When I got home, I made a point to just really decompress, relax, clear my mind. I wasn't trying to worry about nothing or get in my feelings or go down a rabbit hole. I'm like, Jasmine, just take this day to really process what happened. You know what I'm saying? So of course I called a couple people, told them what happened, all of that. Um, but yesterday was just the day to just process it all and be like, man, we ain't gonna think about no other jobs. We ain't gonna think about what we gonna do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't even stress yourself. Just be cool with what just happened in this moment and just, you know what I'm saying? Let today just be day one. You know what I'm saying? Think about how you ain't gotta get up and go to work tomorrow. So that's what that was for me. Also, so and then again, like I said, I wasn't really scheduled to record until next Friday, and I'm like, oh hell no, I'm about to go talk my shit. I immediately got online, like, let me book my little session real quick. Because I'm gonna have to tell my story. But let me see. There were some things that I had wrote down about this. So number one, and this is actually for two situations that I wrote down. I had wrote down remove yourself from the situation and the real problem will reveal itself every time. So that was actually about something else when I originally wrote it, but we'll talk about it. So in life, you're gonna deal with crazy shit. You're gonna deal with drama, all of that, whatever. But and I'm not gonna say that I'm never part of the problem because I absolutely am, and I feel like I always acknowledge that or state that. So in the situation that I originally wrote that about, I kind of had a falling out with somebody, and I let them get all the shit that they needed to get off their chest. They said what they needed to say, and my response to them was like, first, I apologize for X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for my role in this. I acknowledge where I was wrong in the situation and and also pointed out some other things of the situation because I didn't feel that I was 100% to blame, but I took accountability for my part. And again, the first thing that I said, I didn't deny it. The first thing that I said was I apologize to you for, you know what I'm saying, for whatever drama or whatever you felt that I brought to you. I apologize. And, and again, I stated, I was like, what did I say? I said what I should have done in the situation and all of that. And I'm like, you know what? We could just chalk it up as like a lesson learned, whatever, and just move forward and told them Happy New Year. I thought that was a very great response. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I admitted fault. I apologize. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? It was, I don't know. I thought it was a awesome response. And it was the honest to God truth. It was heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was real. They came back with a whole nother thing about, well, XYZ too. And I'm like, bro, I was like, I acknowledged my part in this. I apologized. And I said that we could all move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't have to speak. There's nothing else to say. So after that, I had sat back and I had just thought about everything that they said. And I really thought that they like went overboard with the shit that they were saying to me and just cutting into me. But again, you entitled to feel how you feel. I can't change that. I can't change your perception of the situation or what type of person you think I am. I can't change any of that. However, as I began to just sit there and really just process and read everything that they said, I was like, it's giving projection, bro. It's giving projection, especially after my response. And I feel like they just wanted somebody else to be mad at. They just wanted somebody else to place the blame on. And so again, like I said, Like I said, when I apologized and stuff, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna remove myself from the situation. I won't talk to you or X, Y, whatever. I'm like, I'll remove myself from the situation. Cause at the end of the day, there was so much more that I could have said, but I'm not that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna throw low blows. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm like, cool. I'll remove myself from the situation. And guess what? The problem is still gonna remain. Not to say that I wasn't a part of it, but we all know what the real problem is. So again, I just remove myself from the situation. So the same thing with the job. Again, I had meetings with them about certain things. And I don't know if I said this on here, but one thing is, I think I did say this. One thing with the job was from the time that I got hired until the day that I walked the fuck out, nothing changed, okay? Nothing fucking changed. When I first got hired there, we was getting emails on top of emails every fucking day. The scores are so fucking low. We're in the red. The reviews are so bad. Blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about from day one. Cause I remember, and then like when I first got hired, I remember reading the emails like, geez, like, what am I walking into? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I was feeling bad, like, dang, it can't, y'all sending this. So this was going on before I even got here, but it was just never really addressed. We were supposed to have some mandatory meeting that we never had, but like, mind y'all, that shit was going on from the jump. So all of that is going on again. And not to say that I'm not part of the problem, because it was some bad reviews about me. And again, I had that conversation with the managers about why my attitude was the way it was, why my energy was the way again, toxic workplace. The vibes are bad in that bitch. The morale is fucking low. Y'all don't care about your employees. So no, I'm not gonna be here chipper as fuck with a smile every fucking day. I don't get a break. I don't get to eat lunch. Y'all don't want me to go to the bathroom. Again, the other day I told you that I needed to go to the fucking ER and you told me that you had a meeting with the general manager. So no, I'm not going to be performing at tip top motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. But again, it's a whole Jasmine hate train now, apparently. And that's cool. But guess what? Like I said, when you remove yourself from the situation, the real problem is going to reveal itself. It could be a Jasmine hate train in that bitch, but guess what? The review's still going to be bad. The number's still going to be low. But you know what I'm saying? A guest has sent in, or this was on a review too, that every fucking department, the bar, the customer service was terrible. Nobody was enthusiastic about their job. Housekeeping, fucking terrible. The shit is dirty. They didn't have a smile on their face. Nobody likes their fucking job. Front desk, terrible. No smile. Nobody. So again, it could be a Jasmine hate train all you want, but I'm gone now. The problem still remains. You still don't give a fuck about your employees. Everybody feels how I feel. And I hope niggas speak up in that motherfucking mandatory ass meeting that y'all gonna have. Because, hopefully I paved the way for niggas to stand up and say something. Because I was saying something to the motherfucking managers, and that's what they didn't like. Every time I said something to them, it was just, oh, well, no. No. Take accountability as a fucking manager. Terrible leaders. Terrible fucking leaders. And, I hate that it had to go down like that, but it had to go down. And I'm much better off without. So another thing that I had said about this whole situation was taking it back to my yoga that I need to get back to. I need to get back to my yoga for real. That was another thing. Like one day, I had posted on Instagram, I had to do some yoga at the crib. I'm like, bro, I haven't done yoga in 3 fucking weeks. You cannot let a job drain you. That shit will drain all of your fucking energy. It will drain the soul out of you if you let it. You have to stay true to yourself. You gotta, keep up with your self-care routines. You gotta continue to exercise, eat well, you know what I'm saying? You cannot let a fucking job run you into the fucking ground because it absolutely will. But one thing that I had wrote down here was that, in yoga, we teach, your mat, your practice, go at your own pace. Don't feel like you gotta be in competition with anybody or try to keep up with anybody. It's your mat, your practice. You have to know your limits of your body. How far to stretch, how much to do, when to pull back, when to stop. You know what I'm saying? You have to know your limits. You have to know your body. It's important to know that the body holds so much wisdom. Your body is so fucking smart. We hold a lot of emotional trauma in our bodies. You know what I'm saying? Women, we hold a lot of emotional trauma in our hips, in our wombs, all of that. You might do yoga one day and fuck around and be crying on the mat and not even know why because you're releasing so much emotional trauma from your body. Um, and I think an important lesson that I learned, like with the job and everything, is like, and that's the thing. So, I was telling them that I needed to go to the emergency room, right? Again, you want somebody to be here 24/7 all day, standing on their feet, whatever. You want me to show up for you, but you're not even allowing me to show up for myself. You're not even respecting the fact that I'm like, hey, there's something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? And again, if you're a person that is a people pleaser or you whatever, you go over and beyond for other people, you're going to constantly go against yourself or, you know, put yourself in the back seat and make other people first in your life, or you know what I'm saying? Just focus on doing whatever for other people, ignoring and neglecting yourself. You cannot do that. And that's what when I kept saying, I cannot compromise my mental health, my physical health for a job. Your body holds so much wisdom. Your body knows when you're hungry, it knows when you're sleepy, it knows when, you know what I'm saying? So listen to your body. That's getting in tune with your intuition. That's getting in tune with your body. If you ain't in tune with that, then you're fucked. But that's how you know you have to listen to your body. Um, and even in other situations, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to listen to your body with people. Sometimes your spirit or your intuition to let you know, like, you don't need to be around that person. You ain't never got an intuitive feeling about somebody. Your body gonna let you know every time. As a woman, if you are intimate with a man, your body's gonna let you know if it's a problem. Every time. He could say he ain't cheating, but somebody's telling me something else. So, okay, you gonna know. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta listen to your body. Um, Listen to your body for your mental health and your spirit, period. Cause at the end of the day, it's not worth it. Nothing else is worth it than, you know what I'm saying, than putting yourself first. You have to live in your body. Your body houses your soul. Your body is a temple. That should be the only thing that matters to you. And like I said, before I had went to sleep that night, I had listened to that self-love meditation. I told y'all I woke up just feeling like a brand new person. Like I'm not putting shit over. Like I didn't give a fuck about that job yesterday. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm out of here. It's not worth it to me. So look at the things that you're choosing over yourself and ask yourself, is it worth it? Because that petty ass paycheck ain't worth it to me. I don't need this job. I don't. And that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? With the Jasmine hate train and anybody that want to talk shit, I really don't give a fuck. Y'all niggas need this job. I don't. I don't. I could get another job, which, first of all, I'm not opposed to getting another job, but y'all know how I feel about jobs and shit. This right here, this is me, okay? And this is what's going to take me to the top. So while y'all at work looking at YouTube on your phone, continue to look at this, okay? Like, I don't need that fucking job. And that's why, that's another thing. It was always a target on my back from day one when I stepped in that bitch. It was. From the other employees and all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so much. And it's like, I don't even want to be in that environment. It was just toxic as fuck. And I'm glad to be out of that. So, bye. Fuck yeah. And that was another thing. I think it was yesterday. Before I walked out, like, I was just looking around in there. I'm like, it's nothing in this bitch that I would want to hang on to. Not a person, not anything in here. Like, I don't care to be. I don't want to be here. The vibes are bad. I don't want to be here. I'm not gonna miss it at all. So that is that. And that was another thing I had to tell somebody too. Like, all that time, because for a while, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of stressing myself out for a minute, like, because I felt like my job was in the balance. I'm like, either I'm gonna get fired or I'm gonna walk the fuck out. Like, one or the other. But I was feeling like my job was in the balance. But little did they know, I'm like, nah, y'all days is numbered with me. And I'm actually just happy with the way that things turned out. So yeah, that's that. Oh, I was telling one of my coworkers that called me today, and we was just talking about the situation or whatever, and I was like, they wanted me to go out classless in that bitch. They did. You know, and that's why I had to bring myself back when I had got into it with the lady. I'm like, Jasmine, don't let nobody get you out of character like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I am on camera, and it is, you know what but that's what I'm saying. They would have been so happy to be like, see, look, you know what I'm saying? They can't wait to just paint some type of picture of me. And again, everything is my fault. And cool, whatever. Put the blame on me. But guess what? Jasmine's gone. So y'all shouldn't even be talking about me no more. You know what I'm saying? But y'all definitely did. Y'all wanted me to go out classless in that bitch. And the way that y'all was gaslighting me and just kept acting like, well, what are you talking about? Like, but again, that's when people play in your face. And that's what makes me mad. Like, bro, stop fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's going to really get me mad. And the crazy part is, like, I've never snapped, bro. I've never snapped in my 33 years of living. And I really don't want to have to snap. I don't want to, but motherfuckers really be pushing you to your limit. You know what I'm saying? But it's important to know that keeping your composure is greater than knocking a bitch's head off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand the importance of being a master of your mood, a master of your emotions. Like, you know, and I said that on one of these other episodes. Like, I don't want to be a hothead. I don't want to lose or risk my freedom or over no dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? It takes so much strength to keep your composure. Shit don't even be worth it. Shit don't even be worth it. It takes so much discipline to keep your composure. And I'm proud of her. You know, she almost took me there. You almost got me out my element for real. And that's what people be wanting too. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the cool, calm, collective, unproblematic motherfucker. They like, we gonna. Cause they, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to have some shit to say about it. Told you she was crazy. Told you. Look, I thought you was spiritual. I thought you was this. I thought, like, bro, it could really go there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't ever want to have to take it there. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to me. Motherfuckers be wanting to trick you out of your spot is what they want to do. And I'm sorry. This seat is for me. Okay? This is for me. Y'all not on the mic. Y'all not on the tube. Y'all views not go. Oh my God. It's not happening for y'all. So, yeah. You wanted me to go out classless, but I still left out with a little grace in this bitch. Okay? Period. Now, okay. I had wrote something down about sugar daddies. That's funny. So, you know, that's another thing. At a time like this, you know, I be thinking like, dang, I wish I could be one of them girls. That's okay. I got me a little sugar daddy. I got somebody that's just gonna pay the tax. I got somebody that's just giving. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I cannot be one of those girls. I don't know how y'all do it. Um, I can't be stony off, set it off. I'm in a bind, Nate. Like I'ma just have to thug it out by myself and be in a bind because I can't do it. Because I don't know. This was a couple days ago at the hotel. It was a girl in there with a sugar daddy. Show was a sugar daddy. She was extending her room one more night. I'm like, okay, well, I need to see your ID and your form of payment. You know what I'm saying for the new reservation. Oh, hold on. I gotta go get the card. I'm like, what card? She come back with him. He got to show me his ID and his card, baby. This man ain't had no teeth. He had the tongue like that when like with no teeth. I was like, oh no. He had a wedding ring on. I don't. It ain't tricking if you got it. I don't know, but I was just like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I'm in a bind, Nate. I'ma just thug it out by myself. Like it's not worth it to me. First of all, I'm not giving up no sugar to you, sir. No. I'm not having sex with nobody that I don't want to have sex with, period. And I'm not having sex for money. I'm not a prostitute. Like that shit, I can't. It's just not in me. And I feel like I would much rather look how far I done came on this road by myself, thugging it out. I done came very fucking far and I'm gonna keep fucking going. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna make it so much more rewarding in the end is that I got this shit out the mud. I did it by myself. I did it in a very honorable manner. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't have to compromise my integrity, my morals, nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Like I really did this shit by myself. Period. So yeah, that life is not for me. But shout out to the girls that it is for. City girls up. It's like no. Let's see what else I wrote down. I don't know why I wrote this down, but I did. I said loyalty or respect. And I'm trying to remember what I was thinking about. Oh, I said respect. I'm going to choose respect over loyalty. Why? Because you could be a loyal dummy. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of loyal. Hey, I've been there. I can't even say, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we all been there. You could be a loyal dummy. You know what I'm saying? You could be loyal to somebody. You could be loyal to somebody that don't respect you. You could be loyal to somebody that don't respect you. Man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Look, you could be in a today. I just saw on Twitter today and on TikTok. Krishan is back posting Blueface and he's in jail. She talk about free my baby daddy. I'm like, girl, what? But again, I don't like to judge people because I feel like we all been there. But it's just like, girl, stand up, stop. Like what? Like, but again, that's loyalty, right? But it can't be loyalty over respect when a motherfucker just don't respect. You know what? I need respect over loyalty. I don't know. That's what it is for me. Um, yeah, that's all I have for that. So fuck that job. But also, I also came across some TikTok videos that was talking about like millennials and us being the generation of like the burnout crew and all of that. And it was just talking about how, I was born in 1990, so I was raised in the 90s, 2000s. Um, it was pretty much talking about how like when we were growing up, we were taught from the generation before us, like go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job, live the American dream. Somewhere along the way, we were also raised with the internet when the internet really took off and that went a whole nother direction. And now, fast forward to today, that go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job, like that don't really apply in this time in this era. You know what I'm saying? This is the era of technology, entrepreneurs, social media influencers, all like degrees really don't even mean shit no more for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole different time. So we come from the generation of hard work and all that. And of course you should be hard working and all of that, but it's like it's just a different time. It's just a different fucking time. Um, but I saw another video that was talking about just the burnout and all of that. So again, with with me quitting my job and coming home, like as soon as my motherfucking head hit the pillow, I can't even just relax and just be at peace or just have a moment to myself without my mind being in overdrive. Like, okay, now I gotta feel bad for laying that. Like you always feel like you gotta be doing something. I gotta be being productive. I gotta be like, even on my when I was working on my days off when I was at home, I would feel bad for being in the bed. I'm like, Jasmine, you can rest. Like you don't all like just the thought that we always gotta be working. We always gotta be doing something. Like, baby, just staying in fight or flight mode all the time. And again, quit my job. My anxiety is through the roof. I'm thinking about everything. I don't have a job. I don't got a check coming in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I shouldn't be laying here. I feel like I can't even. Bro, I just quit my job today. You can lay down and just gather your thoughts. It's okay. Like, oh my God. When does it end? When does it end? But that's why I really just want to follow my purpose and passion in life and live a fulfilled life and do what I love because I'm tired of the matrix. I'm tired of the rat race. I'm tired. Like, bro, I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired. And I don't want to work a job that I fucking hate. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And so many people live like that, bro. That's not the life that I want. Or I don't want to fuck around and be my parents' age and still be working, or you know what I'm saying, or retire and then have to still be working after that. Like, bro, this is not what life is about. I want to talk to God myself, like, bro, we are not supposed to be fucking going to work and just paying bills and die. That's not what this is. It's not. It's so much more to life, and I'm going to live it. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do, period. Um, I did have a good conversation with my homegirl today. And I will say this too though. I don't like the motherfuckers that be on your head after something happens. Okay, so what you gonna do now? Where you gonna get a job at now? Like, bro, can I relax? Can I get some, you know what I'm saying? But my homegirl, I did like um the angle that she took it though. Like we just talked about what I really want to do, what type of jobs that I would want to apply for, and I was just telling her so maybe right now I feel like it's my time to really focus on my craft, my creativity, my yoga too, the podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like I really want to dive deep into that. And of course, I'm not opposed to getting a job. I had two jobs call me and whatever opportunities are good cuz I still got to get money. So that's going to be a thing, but for the most part, I want to just focus on my creativity and really diving deep into that and seeing where I can go with this because I feel like I've been in this space so many times before in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tired of the job shit. And every time that I do get a job, I feel like it takes me further and further away from my purpose. I'm always stressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thriving in those environments. It's not. So I'm like, I need to put myself in better situations that's gonna propel me forward in the things that I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? I need to look into radio jobs. I need to be looking at shit like that. I need whatever. Even shit with the yoga. I need to get back to focusing on that. Like my focus is just on a job and that's not really taking me nowhere. And I don't know, just doing a lot more planning and goal setting when I'm at home. And right now I have the time to do that. And so instead of taking all this time to let my mind overthink and going overdrive about the negative shit or how I'm gonna do this, like you need to go overdrive on your creativity and your goals and what the plans are and what the real moves are. You know what I'm saying? So that's really just my focus for now. And of course, like I said, I wouldn't be me if I ain't quit my job on my dad's birthday. Of course, he came with the bullshit like, well, where you about to work now? What you gonna do? Is you gonna give me some money? He gonna hit me up too, texting me like, you sure you okay? I just said, yeah. I really want to be like, give me some fucking money. Why do y'all be asking me that? Just give me some money. Anyways, I purchased this little, I don't even want to call it a game for real. But conversations with your inner self. Because we all need to do some shadow work. So you have the identify card, which uncovers your hidden psyche, the integrate card to accept and grow from uncovered truths, played best alone. But here I am giving y'all the insight to my shadow work and my motherfucking problems. So let's and then we also got the tarot cards too. But let's get into some shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always talking about me. Jay, you need to work on yourself. You need to learn. You need to grow. And I be like, bro, do y'all not be watching this? Because I be feeling like I be doing pretty fucking good. But motherfuckers be on my head like, you ain't shit. You ain't like, okay. So let's get into some shadow work. Let's get into it. Let's get real deep. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Let's see what we get here. Hidden desires. What hidden desires do you have? First of all, when I think of hidden desires, my mind just goes straight to like sexual, like I don't know. That's just where my mind went. Hidden desires. I don't know. What hidden desires do I have? I ain't gonna lie. Well, okay, so one thing that I've never done, I've never been on a vacation. Never went out of town with my man and you know what I'm saying, got fucked over the balcony and all that type of shit. So I wanna like really travel out of the country somewhere and like just have a very romantic time and have a lot of crazy sex and yeah. A hidden desire. Qualities. So the second card is integrating. What qualities do you see in others that also reflect qualities in you? First of all, one of my favorite quotes is the light in me honors and sees the light in you. And I feel like I actually feel it said I actually feel like that's one of my best and worst qualities is being able to see the potential or the best in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when motherfuckers be terrible fucking people and dogs you out and all of that, like, I still am able to see like the light in people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still able to see some sort of good in people. And I think that's because I see the good in myself. And I know that I have flaws and I know that I fall short, but you know, I don't be as bad as other motherfuckers, but I know that I'm not just 100% pure, you know, but I like to see the good in people and I like to be able to encourage people to see the good in themselves. So, what qualities do you see in others that also reflect qualities in you? Um, like with my homegirls, I like how they always gonna bring out the best in me. They gonna be my number one cheerleader. They gonna always tell me I'm the shit. I'm that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like the podcast is lit. You're a great mother. All of like you know what I'm saying? 555 on the clock. Um. So yeah, they always see the best in me, and I always see the best in them. Parents, what was your relationship to your parental guardians like during your teenage years? So, um, y'all know that I was mostly raised by my dad the majority of my life. So, my parents were married. I don't know what age I was when they got married, but they were married for some time. They ended up getting a divorce when I was like 9 years old. My dad was a serial cheater. um, and after that, I ended up living with my dad from fifth grade all the way up until the time that I graduated high school. Me and my mom's relationship was very strained during those years, and we didn't really communicate a lot. I didn't really see her a lot. I mean, I did, but it just wasn't a lot, so the relationship was very strained. I feel like um I lacked a lot in that situation, like not having a relationship with my mom for real. Like, and that's something that I kind of always wanted. Like, when you see girls, like, oh, I got this super close relationship with my mom, like, I didn't have that. And I never really had, like, well, I did because my dad always had women around. He was always dating or always married. So I had like a motherly figure in my life, but it wasn't my mom, you know? And not to say like I had good relationships with all of those women, but still, it just wasn't my mom, you know? And I did have like I have siblings. All of my siblings are brothers though. And then growing up I had a stepsister that I was really close to. But again, like I don't know, it just mm. So I feel like I really suffered with that, with not having a close relationship with my mom. I also feel like that made me feel like I don't really trust women like that for real. I'm not one of those girls like I ain't got no girlfriends or nothing like that. But like I just, you know, y'all know how bitches be. But and then with my dad, growing up, I always felt like I had a super close relationship with my dad. That was like my best friend. That was like my road dog. And growing up, I did see a lot of bad and toxic relationships because of him, but I wasn't really able to like understand all of that stuff at a young age. You know what I'm saying? But I for sure took all the stuff in, and I knew what I saw. But it wasn't until I became a young woman myself, until I realized like, oh, that's not really the type of man that I want. You know what I'm saying? And like, I really don't agree with the type of man that my dad was, and so I feel like my idea of him kind of changed as I became, and I'm talking about within the past few years, like, I feel like my idea of him kind of changed, and I don't know. Now I feel like we was closer when I was younger because you know I didn't I didn't know what the fuck was going on for real. You know what I'm saying? But as an adult, I just look at things differently. I mean, that's still my man's, that's still my dog, but it's just different now. The relationship is different now. Celebration. How can you celebrate yourself? Quitting your motherfucking job, putting yourself first, self-care days, taking time for yourself, doing what you love. Period. Okay. Inner child. What is the relationship between your shadow self and your inner child? My inner child. I wish I could hear my inner child screaming because she is probably like, ah, like for real. And I feel like I'm doing a lot of work on my inner child right now. What's the relationship between my shadow self and my? I feel like I'm trying to integrate the two and do the work right now. Like, um, my inner child is probably happy as fuck. She's probably jumping up and down screaming that I quit my job. Like, fuck y'all. She's putting herself first. You know what I'm saying? Leaving toxic relationships around alone, leaving toxic people, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, like working through that and really just understanding why it's important to put yourself first, or you know what I'm saying? Or stop um yeah, just putting yourself first in situations. Or speaking up or being vocal about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or like not going for certain shit. It's very important. Every time that you do that and you put yourself first, your inner child is happy for you. Um, Emotional triggers. What are common emotional triggers you experience and how can you regulate them in a healthy way? Some common emotional triggers for me. What's an emotional trigger? That's a good question. don't know. I'm really trying to think. What's an emotional trigger? I'm trying to think of what gets me triggered. I'm triggered when I hear your name. Triggered when I see your face. Trigger. You need to stay out my way. Trigger. An emotional trigger for me. Niggas are an emotional trigger. You know what I'm saying? Like when you fucking with somebody and I don't know, they do shit to make you mad. That shit is an emotional trigger. You know what I'm saying? Or like I'm gonna just leave it at that. When they do something to make you mad, that's an emotional trigger. How can you regulate it in a healthy way? Process it, take your time with it, breathe, don't go the fuck off, don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't ever feel like I really do that anyway. I'm pretty cool. Communication. How does your shadow self influence your communication style? I'm not gonna lie to you, and I've said this on here many times before. I'm actually not a good communicator. Like I come on here and this is like my outlet though. The podcast is my outlet, but I am not a good communicator. Like especially when it comes to like romantic relationships and stuff like that. Like one thing, another thing that I always tell y'all too is like when I was younger, and this is why I want to go to therapy because I want to be able to dig deep and really understand why to some shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, my dad used to always tell me like, Jasmine, you there you go again. You clamming up again. You could like I would literally clam up and not talk, and people would be like, "What's wrong with you?" And I just wouldn't say nothing. And it's not even like something traumatic happened to me or anything. Like I just wouldn't talk, and I shut down a lot. I shut down a lot. Like especially in romantic relationships and stuff like that. Or sometimes I take the easy way out. I'm like, I don't want to talk about it or what. I don't know, which is crazy but I guess that's why I do need a lot of throat chakra work. But I don't know what it is. Maybe like, I don't, at some point I must have been silenced or felt like I couldn't speak my truth or but again, like nothing traumatic happened to me where like I wasn't able to speak up or was scared but I don't know. And like even now, like as an adult, I know that I'm working on speaking up for myself in relationships, how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I did an episode on the podcast one time where I was like, sometimes I be at the nail shop and hate my fucking nails and I just like, whatever. And it's like, nah, nigga, this is fucking terrible. Redo this shit. Like, no. Like, or, sometimes it depends. It just depends. But I also just don't like to be that person. You know what I'm saying? As far as like when it comes to customer service. But no, if your shit is not how you don't want it, you know what I'm saying? The other day, I got some food and got all the way back to the crib. Or to the room. This is they let us stay at the hotel for a couple days when they had the little Arctic blast shit going on. So got all the way back to the fucking room and my fucking order was wrong. I was mad as hell. I'm like, bro, they like, take it back. And I'm like, I don't feel, first of all, I didn't feel like going back out. It was just, it would have been too much to do. But yeah, I'm not the greatest communicator. But the question was, how does your shadow self influence your communication style? Mm, it influences it influences me to be like, just don't say nothing. Like, but I think that's also because I'm a very non-confrontational person. So you know what I'm saying. I don't like to argue. I don't like to make people uncomfortable. I don't like, you know what I'm saying. So a lot of times I just don't want to deal with shit or don't want to talk about it. So it's just like fuck it. But that's not good because then I suffer. You know what I'm saying. And then my needs are not met. And yeah. Forgotten self. What aspects of your personality have you forgotten? Right now, well, I think I always go through these little phases where I kind of forget little aspects of myself. Like I said, with the whole job situation and how that one day I had to do yoga at home. It was like I ain't did yoga in 3 weeks. Like not tapped into my, not tapped into myself, not tapped into my yoga. And again, yoga is very important. Movement of the body every day is very important. But again, yoga really teaches you to be in tune with your body and your intuition. You know what I'm saying? So forgetting that aspect of myself. It's been a lot of times in situations with niggas. You know what I'm saying? You'll let a nigga dim your light and then you kind of forget who the fuck you is. Like, bro, I'm that bitch. Hold on. Like, you done tried to pipe me down and you got to get back up. So, yeah. Ooh, self-esteem. What is the relationship between your shadow self and your self-esteem? First of all, Cat Williams said self-esteem. It's esteem of your motherfucking self. How the fuck I fuck up the way you feel about you, simple bitch? No, for real. That's real. That's real. That self-esteem gotta be through the motherfucking roof, okay? That confidence, that all of that. But honestly, especially with this generation, this time, this era, self-esteem is crazy for everybody. For everybody. I know this ain't the motherfucking work group chat. Wait, not y'all trying to have it at a restaurant. Not y'all trying to make me feel like I'm missing out on something. I'm about to put the whole details out on the podcast. We all gonna pull up to that bitch. Front desk meeting will be at what's 311 Kitchen and Cocktails. I done heard of Kitchen and Cocktails downtown. I went there. It was a black owned restaurant. Oh, niggas is trying to be funny. Niggas is really trying to be funny because let me tell you this. Coming from the job where they don't care about motherfuckers. Now, when I first got hired there, we were supposed to have a mandatory meeting when I got hired there, but we never had. They kept saying, "Oh, mandatory meeting," but it never happened. Everything that I heard about any previous meetings were always at the fucking job. 3 hours long at the job, whatever. Oh, that was another thing. When they had us stay at the hotel for them 2 days because of the Arctic blast, guess what they offered to give us to eat? Hot Pockets. Bitch, for who? What? I made them buy me some pizza. But anyway, so again, y'all used to have y'all mandatory meetings at the job for 3 hours, I guess, in the little work. Now y'all having it at a restaurant and y'all paying for food. That's another thing. One more thing. There was a girl there that quit around Thanksgiving. We ain't even gonna get into the story, whatever. Apparently she lied about her whole little story about why she was leaving. We ain't gonna get into whatever. She quit, right? I had to tell the manager, I was like, hey, today is her last day. Was y'all gonna like order some food from her, get her a car, say thank you for, your service? They weren't gonna do anything for her. It was because of me that they ordered pizza and did all of that and sent her off. And I'm like, wow, again, don't give a fuck about people. And now she's coming back. So y'all little process can be streamed. But yeah, please get with them to confirm your entree selection to streamline ordering. We will meet at the property and head over together. Not I'm gonna pull up at the restaurant like, oh, I didn't know y'all was here. What's up? Like, take me out the group chat. But okay, so we all gonna meet at the restaurant, y'all. We gonna all pull up on them. But okay, anyway, yeah. Oh, I was talking about self-esteem. Yeah, it's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. Social media, this generation, all of that. I believe that natural is the best. Just natural face, natural body. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. I feel like the beauty standards and what people think I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I feel like social media is so caught up in a certain look and all of that. And I really think that we all need to just learn to love ourselves more or just be happy with who you are. And if you're not happy with yourself, do whatever it is that you need to fix it without like going under the knife or doing something crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot easier said than done, I guess. But okay, my relationship between my shadow self and self-esteem. Um my self-esteem has never been through the roof. I ain't never just been like, "Oh, I'm the baddest bitch." I mean, I do think that of myself, but I'm not gonna lie. I definitely have self-esteem issues. I think we all do. I think we all do. Even the pretty, and that's the thing, even the prettiest of the prettiest. For real. Because when you think about it, when you think about somebody like a Beyonce, a Halle Berry, all that type of stuff. All of them women be Kim Kardashian, all of that shit. Like all of those women still be getting cheated on. You know what I'm saying? And these are the most beautiful, talented women with the most money in the world. And so, and that's why I hate niggas because, and I think I kind of said this about Offset and Cardi B too. Like that's the thing, and that's why your self esteem cannot be um you can't base your value or how you feel about yourself in somebody else, especially in a man. Because and I'm not trying to make this a drag niggas episode or nothing like that, but just an example of that. So going back to the situation, okay, the situation with Cardi B or a person like a Khloe Kardashian, right? With Tristan fucking terrible Thompson. So a person like that that's constantly cheating on you or whatever is like you start to feel a certain way about yourself. Like, damn, am I not good enough? Am I not pretty enough? Do I not? Bitches done went under the knife 72,000 times. Is my body not good? You still cheating on me with bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to feel some type of way about yourself, but it's because you're placing your value in the hands of somebody else. Who gives a fuck what they think or what they want? First of all, motherfuckers don't even know what they want. Men that cheat, that are serial cheaters and all of that, and just gotta have all of these women, those men are not happy with themselves. They are very depressed. Their heart is a black fucking hole. They need all that energy. They need all those women to make themselves feel whole. And still at the end of the day, they still never feel fulfilled. So put the value on you. Focus on you. Become the best version of you. Work out every day. Meditate every day. Eat good every day. Focus on your goals and your plans and all. Okay. And baby, you're going to track whatever it is that you want. But also, you're going to be the best version of yourself. And a motherfucker ain't going to be able to tell you shit about you. Be the best version of you. Get your self-esteem through the motherfucking roof. I'm preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to myself right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't place your self-esteem or your value in the hands of somebody else. Place it in your own hands. Period. But yeah, like I said, my self-esteem ain't never really been through the roof. I think we all have insecurities. My biggest insecurity is my motherfucking fupa. Okay. Would I go under the knife? I don't know. I feel like if I really put in the time and really became health conscious, I'm really right now I'm thinking about going back vegetarian again. But even if I just change my eating habits and really go fucking hard in the gym or just get back to that's why I had to bring the braids back for the hot yoga. Whatever, I could be where I want to be. But overall, like, but self-esteem is not just physical appearance. Self-esteem is very much internal as well. You know what I'm saying? And um, you know, that could come up with issues in your relationships, with the people that you choose to deal with, how much shit you take off a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? What you deal with, what you go through. And again, that's why I don't really like to speak on other people and shit like that, because just like I had brought up Krishan earlier, talking about she She waiting on Blueface to get out of jail. I saw the whole Zanique thing with her baby daddy on TikTok, and I was like, oh my God, what an embarrassment. But again, we've all been there, but again, it's always easier from the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've been there before, and I'm working on myself. I be dealing with some bullshit my goddamn self. So who the fuck am I to say anything about anybody? Nurture. What ways can you nurture your inner child or inner teen? Um, what could I do to nurture my inner child? By doing this, doing the fucking podcast, because I always knew that I loved like radio. I always knew that I liked cameras and recording myself. Like my inner child is jumping up and down doing this. Like, yes, we doing what we love. We can, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why this is so important to me. This is why I want this to be my bread and butter. This is why, like, I want this to be my life. I want to wake up every day, meditate, do yoga, um, go record the podcast, go do live shows, go like that's what I want to fucking do. Cause I fucking love this, and I could do this and not get paid, but I am gonna get paid doing. You know what I'm saying? I am gonna get paid doing this. So, getting back to the things that I like to do as a child, this or just whatever. What else do I like? What else did I like? I love music, so fucking twerking, dancing in the mirror, singing, listening to R&B all day, like shit like that. Like um that's how I want to kind of shuffle these up for whatever reason. Let's see if we pull something good out of the deck. They still texting. Oh, the only reason why I unblocked them was because they deactivated my direct deposit, so now I'm gonna have to pull up on Friday. Somebody said, well, I wasn't expecting the meeting to happen in a restaurant. Now I can't send my identical twin to sit in for me. Wow. Is y'all gonna have this over drinks? Basketball wives style? All right, let's see. Secrets. Y'all trying to get in my business. What is your biggest secret? Why is this a secret? How would you feel if others knew? This is why you're supposed to play the game by yourself, because why the fuck would y'all want to know my secrets? I'm not telling this one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not telling that one. What the hell? Negative habits. What negative habits do you struggle to break? Eating healthy. Trying, you know what I'm saying? I did go vegetarian for like 2 years at one point. I never fully went vegan. It was very hard. Um, it was very hard. Cause I tried on different occasions, and I remember like the first time it was just very tough. But then I had like fucked around and just went cold turkey. What negative habits do I struggle to break? Oh, I said eating healthy. Well, I guess I meant to say eating bad. Like I just love food. I love food. What other negative habits? Oh man, the negative self-talk, the self-sabotage, like that little voice in your head. I have to really work hard to control it and try to do better. Um and that's why I be so big on like my morning meditations and listening to my guided meditations and stuff like that. Cause you really gotta control that. Like even yesterday, after I quit the job, it's like, oh bitch, we ain't got no money. What we about to do? We about like no, 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 no. You gotta catch yourself immediately. Protect protection. In what ways has your shadow self protected you? I want to shuffle these ones up too. I don't know. How has my shadow self protected me? I don't know. I want to say I really don't feel like my shadow self has. How? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't have an answer for that. All right, let's see. We just talked about this. Insecurities. What are your I said my fupa biggest insecurities that avoidance. What do you try your best to avoid in life? Are there certain emotions attached to these things? I told y'all confrontation. And I guess maybe like deep, real conversations sometimes. I feel like it kind of depends. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. I talked to my homegirl Kat the other day, um, on the fly on some random ass shit. We ended up being on the phone for 2 fucking hours, and it was an amazing conversation. Like, we talked about so much. Talked about our yoga shit. Talked about being on our spiritual journeys. Talked about niggas. Talked about work, getting money. We talked about everything. You know what I'm saying? We talked about everything. And there was one thing that I wanted to talk to her about, because we was actually supposed to have a conversation at one point in the past about something where I feel like shit kind of, I don't even want to really say went left with us, but like, something happened and we was supposed to have a conversation about it. We never had a conversation about it. And that whole time that we was on the phone, we was having a great conversation. But in the back of my mind, I was like, I should bring it up and like, just clear the air on that situation. But I never brought it up. But I mean, we could still have a conversation about it. But again, that's avoidance. Like, I didn't want to, have that real ass conversation. Like, hey, that time that whatever happened, like, but it's crazy because it was never no ill intentions in the situation or nothing like that. But I mean, I guess niggas felt like we passed it now. I don't know, but I didn't bring it up. Avoidance. Barriers. What emotional barriers do you use to prevent people from getting close to you? Um, I actually feel like I'm really a open fucking book, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like I let people in just enough. You know what I'm saying? I really gotta peep your vibe and your energy though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a very good reader of that. Um, Most times I am. But what barriers? I mean, shit, just a motherfucking block. Like, hey, I don't want you to know that. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Or just don't say too much about certain stuff or whatever. I just gotta feel you out to see how much I wanna let in. Nightmare. What is your worst nightmare? Why is this your worst nightmare? First of all, since we talking about sleeping shit, I experienced sleep paralysis twice in my life. And it happened a couple weeks ago. Scariest shit ever if you ever experienced it. And like, it is the fucking worst. So the first time that it happened to me, I can't remember if I was laying on my stomach or on my side. I can't remember. But sleep paralysis is like when you're asleep and there's this thing called REM sleep. I forgot what REM stands for, but so it's like you either wake up while you wake up while you're dreaming or as soon as you about to fall asleep, whatever. But whatever, some part of your body wakes up, the brain wake up or whatever, right when you go on to sleep or whatever, but you dreaming. So you wake up and everything else in your body is shut down. You in that paralysis state. So then when your brain wake up, it go into whatever crazy mode, whatever. And you're unable to talk or move because your body is in the paralysis state, but now your brain is awake from the fucking dream. So you go into the little paralysis state in your sleep to protect yourself or so you don't hurt yourself when you sleep. So anyway, so when you wake up, you can't talk and you can't move, and you, for whatever reason, you feel like a presence in the room. It feel like your mind. So this is when your mind is waking up. Your mind goes into like protection mode, and you feel like a presence in the room. And sometimes it feels like it's something laying on your chest or sitting on your chest. And again, you cannot speak or move for like however many minutes. So the first time that it ever happened to me, I don't know if I was on my side or if I was on my stomach, but that time I remember I felt like it was something on top of me and I couldn't fucking breathe, like I couldn't talk. It's so fucking scary and you cannot go back to sleep after it. So a couple weeks ago it happened again, and this time I have noticed that I sleep on my back a lot. Like, I don't know. I just be laying in bed a lot, like on my back, and then I just fall asleep on my back. So I was on my back, and when I woke up, I felt a like it felt like a evil presence in the fucking room. And I was trying to say, I was trying to talk. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. I was trying to say, get the fuck out of here. Like I was trying to say, but I couldn't talk and I couldn't move. And then like it only went on for maybe like I don't even want to say 2 minutes. It probably was quicker than that, but it felt like forever. So after that, oh, and it felt like the bed was moving. It felt like the bed was shaking at first, and that's how I woke up. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And yeah, like it's such a scary feeling, and I could not go back to sleep that night. I got on YouTube and was just looking up videos about it and shit, and like it happens to a lot of people. Um, but it's very fucking scary. It's very fucking scary. Um, what is my worst nightmare? I hate them. I hate them nightmares where you getting chased by somebody or somebody trying to kill you and they never fucking kill you. You just keep on running. They get so close, but they never catch you. I hate those types of dreams. Um, I recently had a dream that I was in a car with somebody and the car flipped over. They were driving. I was in the back seat. I always wake up and look at the symbolism or what dreams mean and shit like that. Um, I want to try to what is it called? I forgot. But I be trying to like become aware of my dreams. Like I'm never in my dream and I'm like, I know I'm dreaming. Let me try to control the dream. Let me try to I want to get to that point, but I haven't got there yet. So I read something on the internet that said when you dream, uh and you realize you dreaming, ask them in a dream like what time is it? And like they gonna go crazy on you. Like, bitch, you ain't supposed to know this a dream. Like, okay, signs. What signs let you know your shadow self is present? Mm, when I'm fucking around doing some toxic shit, like low vibrational shit that I shouldn't be doing. Um, and that's why I'm working every day to heal that, to work on that. Admiring others. What traits do you see in others that you wish you had more of? This is a really good question. I y'all know I'm a Pisces sun. My sister sign is Virgo. And I remember for the longest, well, yeah, for the longest time, like I never really liked Virgo women. Not just oh no, like I don't like you, but like any girl that I ever was around that was a Virgo. And I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all. Don't think I hate the Virgo girlies. I love y'all. All my Virgos listening. But I just never really got along with Virgo energy for whatever reason. And but as I started to learn more about astrology and stuff like that, I was like, damn, like Virgos actually have a lot of the traits and characteristics that I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? Um, Virgos are like very analytical people. They're very organized, all of that. Like, yeah. And it's an earth sign, very grounded. Like, I need to tap into my Virgo energy. Another sign that that get a lot of shit from me is Capricorn. And oh, we're still in Capricorn season. It's tomorrow or shit. It has Aquarius started now. But Capricorn, I talk a lot of shit about Capricorns, especially the men. I hate y'all. But like Capricorn is another sign that I really need to tap into that energy. Cause Capricorns be about their money, they real grounded, they're very hardworking, that they work ethic is insane. And that's you know. I'm a motherfucking Pisces. I'm always in the clouds, super dreamy, super intuitive, always in my feelings. Like I need that, and I've talked about that on here a lot. Like I'm just not a very grounded person at all, and that's something that I need to work on. So I need to tap into my Earth energy and get on that. So yeah, Virgo energy and Capricorn energy is energy that I admire and that I want to tap into. Let me see. I'm gonna do a couple more of these. I want to get some good ones though. I feel like this is a good one. Forgiveness. How does your shadow self affect your ability to forgive others? I'm holding a fucking grudge for life. Fuck you. It's like, nah. How does my shadow self affect my ability to forgive others? Um, I think that I am able to forgive people. I think that it takes time for me to forgive others. I think really what it is that it takes and I don't even maybe I know that it takes time for me to forgive others, but what it really is that it takes time for me to get over the situation. You know what I'm saying? Forgive but never fucking forget. Or it's just like, I don't know, like you know, it just be certain people in your mind like, did I really forgive that motherfucker? Like, again, I don't know. First of all, I don't even never be getting no motherfucking apologies from motherfuckers. That be the crazy part. Motherfuckers don't never apologize for the shit that they do. They act like I didn't do nothing wrong. Get over it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and at that point, and when you see that people are not even remorseful or have any remorse at all, it's like, I don't even want a fucking apology from you because it's not genuine. You don't mean it. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, but it does take a while to get over shit. Um, but I think I'm able to forgive pretty easily. I just don't forget. And I'm not trying to get my lick back. I just want to be successful. That's the best revenge, period. Let's see if we can find energy drainers. What always drains your energy? Toxicity. A job, a nigga, whatever. Anybody that is always withdrawing from your bank and never depositing. Do you ever pour into me? Do you ever give me anything? Do you bring anything of value to the table? Are you uplifting? Are you building with me? Are you know what I'm saying? Or are you constantly take, 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 take? It's only a couple people off the top of my head that pour into me, and them be my homegirls. Or just go around somebody and you could tell like what the energy is. How do you feel when you leave? Do you feel drained? Do you feel like you gained anything? Do you feel like you had some inspirational, motivational conversation? Do you feel like they inspired you? Do you feel like they, you know what I'm saying? Or do you leave and just feel like, dang, I ain't getting nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at the situations like that. Mm, let's find some good ones. Oh, let's just read this one because this is a good card. It says, repeat. I am worthy and deserving of love and acceptance just as I am. Period, Pooh. Social media. How does your online persona differ from your true self? Could this discrepancy reflect parts of your shadow self? How does my online persona differ from my true self? I think that think that my online persona is my true self, but I will. One thing I will say though, one thing that I will say, sometimes I feel like I hold back on social media. Like sometimes I'll be wanting to post certain stuff or say stuff, and I be like, oh, people gonna be like, oh, that's too ratchet, or ooh, that's nasty, or you know what I'm saying. You don't want to do like. I feel like I be trying to appear to be like perfect, but right now my shit is just like this is just clips from the videos, my fucking yoga, some little some face card photos. Face card never decline. Period. Yeah, like I don't really do too much. Sometimes I'll be posting like funny memes on my story and shit, but like I feel like my persona is pretty much me. I don't know. You gotta ask somebody to be on my shit. Could this discrepancy reflect parts of your shadow self? Um, cause like I said, sometimes I will post something and I'll delete it. Like, nah, I shouldn't post that. I shouldn't. Whatever. And it's like you're fucking human, bro. Relax. Like, don't take social media too fucking serious. Um, this kind of goes hand in hand with that hidden self. What parts of yourself do you feel like you have to hide at work or school? Number one, you got to code switch at work. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk how you want to talk for real. You got to put on your little professional voice. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then yeah, you can't just be that's one thing that I did like when I started when I became a full-time yoga teacher. So like at a regular job, like working at the hotel or when I used to work at law firms and shit like that, I can't just be Jasmine. When I was at the yoga studio, what up, dog? What up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Put your ratchet ass music on, whatever, dancing, just being like, you can't just, be yourself at work for real. You gotta put on that front, unfortunately. But that's why I want to be able to work somewhere or be in an environment where I can be my true self. Like when I lived in California and I worked at Key, the sunglass store, I really, really liked that job because it wasn't like I worked at Lens Crafters too before. Lens Crafters is very, it's like very stick up the ass, regular I mean, they got designer glasses in there, but it's just stick up the ass energy, like no fucking vibes, no energy. You know what I'm saying? Working at Key was a more like a millennial type store. It was a very creative, artistic environment, a lot of colors, a lot of vibes, a lot of like you had to have personality to work in there. And it was in the mall. So I loved that because I was able to be myself in there. Um, so yeah, you can't always be your full self at work. Like I couldn't imagine working at some of the places that other people work where they can't be themselves. I was gonna call somebody out, but I'm not. Let's see. I'm gonna do a couple more. Oh, let me go back to the white one. Let's do a couple more, and then we're gonna get into some tarot. Ooh, change. What are 5 ways you have changed in the past 10 years? Are these mainly negative or positive? First of all, let me sit here and really think about this real quick. What are 5 ways that I've changed in the past 10 years? What fucking year is this? We in 2024. Well, I just go, that's so Raven on y'all. 2014. Damn, a bitch about to be 34. Okay, 2014. 2014, I was 24. I was still a mom at that time. Um, my son was 3. So 2014, it said, what are 5 ways that I had changed in the past 10 years? So I'm just walking y'all through just where I was. So 2014, I was 24. Ian was 3. that was around the time that uh that was around the time that me and his dad broke up. Uh that was a time. I ain't gonna lie, that was a time. I really went through like mm I was going through it. I ain't gonna lie. To go from being in a relationship for like almost 4 years and feeling like, that was your person and stuff, and then being single, being a single mom, I ain't gonna lie. I got back in them streets. I got back in the streets for real. I was in the streets. Uh that was a time when I was like really drinking a lot. Honestly, that whole situation, it was just a lot to deal with. Coming out of a relationship like that, being a mom and like trying to figure out life, what I was gonna do with my life. Oh, always dealing with the work shit. At that time I was working at I think that's when I had started working at the fuck. I think that was a temporary job too. I had worked at a call center and we was doing like we was taking calls for like the what's it called? The recalls on vehicles and shit like that. I hated that job. I met some cool people there though. But that was a crazy time. So 5 ways that I changed in 10 years. Um I got to a place where I really started to focus on myself. Um I stopped drinking after like I stopped drinking for real in I don't even know. It's been a while. It's been some years. I stopped drinking. I would say that I really started to focus on myself. Um Focusing on myself and like real that includes like starting a podcast and all of that. Really getting on a spiritual path or just trying to like find my own path and my own beliefs and what type of life that I wanted to live. Um I've started to become more active. I love yoga. That's more so in this time. Um what are some other ways that I changed? Um I was gonna say just like trying to level up and want better in all aspects, including like romantic relationships. Um, but even still, I still see I do want change, but I also see where I haven't changed because like if I could line up all the niggas that I've ever talked to for real, first of all, the mental illness is gonna be like, bitch, it's that like what is yeah. But also I kind of see like the similarities in the men that I choose. Mm, but there, even through the mental illness flow of the chart, I also, again, remember earlier when I was talking about seeing the best in people and seeing the potential in people, like, even though I be dealing with some fucked up ass niggas, like, you can also see on the chart, like, where it was like, oh, you could see where you got on the spiritual path and kind of start talking to niggas that was kind of, you know, a little more evolved or elevated on some type of level. Even like, but the fuck nigga still be in there, but you could see like, okay, whatever. Um, are these mainly positive or negative? I feel like all of my changes have been the positive. Very positive. I feel like I'm going in a good direction. I feel like I'm going in a better direction in my life. I definitely see the growth. Um, I never felt like I was just a super childish ass bitch though. Like I never like you know what I'm saying? Like you do things at certain ages or whatever, but like I don't feel like I was just out here too crazy. All right. I just want to do one more of these. I like these. Let's see. Hmm. I didn't see anything good. Let's see. Anything for the white? Anything for the white? This is a good one. Let's end it off with this. Child self. If you could speak to your child self, what would you tell them? What would I tell little Jasmine? Really, what would I tell little Jasmine, and what would I tell teenage Jasmine too? Because like in my mind, I'm really thinking about what would I tell teenage Jasmine, because that's who really needed some talking to. But let's see, the child me though. To just be you and do what you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about no other little kids or whatever. Like, whatever you into, whatever you want to do what you like. Don't worry about nobody else. That's what I would tell my child self. My teenage self, um, I would tell myself to get in tune with my intuition and always like go with what I feel. Never nothing external. Go with what you feel. For real. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So that's enough conversations with my inner self. Maybe y'all wrote some of them questions down or feel like y'all should ask yourselves them questions. Let's see what the motherfucking vibes is, what the energy is with the tarot. And I'll be back again on Friday, recording again. It's the fuck niggas at the bottom of the deck for me, not the Seven of Swords and the Tower. It's giving. It's giving that whole ass job. Is what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Again, the universe is going to when you the Tower card is when the universe got to step in and tear the whole motherfucking shebang down. Like, bitch, we told you to leave. We told you the house was gonna be on fire. You was still in there lollygagging, and we had to come in and burn that bitch down and not, you know what I'm saying? And Seven of Swords is just giving fuck nigga. Like, on that sneaky shit, on that. It's giving the job. That's how I really feel. Glad I'm up out of there. I'm glad I'm up out of there. Let's see. What are the vibes? Sleep on it. Sleep on it. And then get back at you when I wanna. Four of Swords. Any conversations you got on your mind? Any conversations you need to have with somebody? Sleep on it. Sleep on it. Gather your thoughts before you go in the ring. Page of Pentacles. It's given it's giving sleep on any new opportunities, you know, cuz again, like I said, I got two calls about a job, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, have whatever conversations you need to have, fill it out, sleep on it, you know what I'm saying, before you actually make a decision. Damn, that popped out. The Devil card. Sleep on it, okay? It's given it's given that the devil, the negative energy, it's given toxicity is trying to come in with an offer. It's given that the toxicity is trying to come. It's given that the toxicity is trying to come in with an offer. That's crazy as hell. It's given that the toxicity is trying to come in with an offer. And they're gonna be acting like it's a they're gonna be acting like it's a gift of love, okay? That's too many. That's too many. That's too many. Let's see. This is too many. This is a lot of fucking cards. That's too many. So real conversations being had, fake offers. I wouldn't really trust the offers. I don't think they're authentic. That's too many cards too. I don't think they are. It's so many cards that's coming out. Just give me one at a time. Okay, we'll take these two. Okay, damn. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Is given that it's not an authentic offer. It's giving wolves in sheep's clothing. Like, okay, so again, I said to sleep on it. Whatever this communication, this conversation is coming in, somebody's coming in with an offer. It could be, oh, I want to invest in you. I want to give you some money for this, or I got a business idea, or we could do this together. Devil card, toxicity, the devil, right? Fake love offer. Oh yeah, I got that. You know, I want this 10 of Cups with you, but bitch, I'm really gonna stab you in your fucking back. It's given that the offer is not. It's not real. Ten of Wands, 9 of Cups. I don't know, man. Is this person really willing to put in the work? You know what I'm saying? Because whoever this is doing it all by themselves. You coming in with this offer, you know what I'm saying? I got this idea, I got this plan. It's only one person here doing the work. I got the whole thing by myself. But that's also why I got the 9 of Cups by myself. You know what I'm saying? So are we in this together? One of my favorite Day 26 songs. Are we in this together? Okay. And we'll end it here with the Queen of Wands and the Star card. I don't know. You make the decision on the energy that's coming in and people giving offerings and saying they want to work with you and do stuff or whatever, but understand that don't be the person in the group in the school group that's only doing the work by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But even if you are, good things are going to happen. Good things are coming for you. Okay? Queen of Wands and the Star. Queen of Wands energy giving like that bitch energy, okay? Influencer energy, full of passion, creativity, ideas, all of that shit. The Star card very healing energy, restored, renewed, restored and renewed energy. Um, so I don't know. Just be leery, be weary of, anybody coming in with any offers, but understand that, hey, you gonna get it done. You gonna okay, whether or not they in it or gonna help you with it. Keep your eyes on motherfuckers, but do the work, and it's gonna pay off. Do the work yourself, regardless of if motherfuckers is there helping you or not. But don't accept no bad investments. Don't be funding your shit with no bad boy Diddy money. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that type of shit. But so those are the vibes. Those are the fucking vibes. Um, I hope y'all enjoyed this. My advice to y'all is to keep it pushing just like I am. I ain't gonna lie. I'm very proud of myself just because, you know, I had to think about this. Like, I done been through so much being here in this very short amount of time. And like, I remember in my first situation, like my first little incident here, I was like, damn, I ain't got nowhere to go, but I got a job. Now I'm like, I got somewhere to go. Like, I got somewhere to stay, but I ain't got a job. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the shit just flipped. But at the end of the day, I just keep fucking going. You know what I'm saying? And you got to kill that self sabotage. You got to kill the negative self talk. Um, you know, a couple people done asked me like, oh, so what you about to do now? Go back to Detroit? I'm like, bro, that's not even in the cars. That's not even in my mind. Like, just keep fucking going, but get real fucking focused and really, you know what I'm saying? Dive deep into your creativity, into your passion, into your purpose. Really get on your grind. Really get your finances in order. Bitch, I'm gonna be up there on Friday for my check, so don't fucking play with me. Like, I'm gonna be in that bitch talking about I can't come back on the property. Bitch, I'm here. So, yeah. But I hope that y'all enjoyed this. Make sure that y'all follow me on all platforms at Healing My Homies, Black Girl Experience on TikTok. Subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure the views keep going up, 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 up and away. I'm out, and I'll see y'all in a couple days.